Over 5 years ago, I made a video called the most AFKable 99s in OSRS, and since then, the game has had a multitude of updates. So in this video, I'll show the most AFK 99s in 2023, and I'll be showing the 99s roughly in order from the most AFK to the least. Let's get into it. The most AFK 99s in the game are the combat skills. These skills have long AFK intervals, fast reset times, and can be trained AFK at all levels. At low levels, crabs provide an AFK interval of 10 minutes before you need to reset by running out of view. At higher levels, the Nightmare Zone allows you to AFK for up to 20 minutes with absorption potions or guffins. Or players can sit at bandits with a god item to train AFK for 20 minutes as well. Recently, Jagex added the Venator bow, and when it's charged with Ancient Essence, it attacks up to 3 monsters at once. This lets players AFK for up to 20 minutes in most multi-combat areas. After 20 minutes, your player stops attacking and eventually logs out. An AFK magic method is splashing, which lets you AFK for 20 minutes at a time. Splashing with Fire Strike takes 950 hours to get to 99. Overall, the combat stats are all easy AFK 99s, where you can AFK for at least 10 minutes at all levels. Before I show the next skill, I have a sponsor for today's video. This video is sponsored by Factor. Factor delivers fresh, ready-made meals straight to your doorstep. Without freshly delivered meals, I would be so unhealthy, probably eating takeout more than twice a day. Factor's meals are cheaper than takeout, they're tastier, and they're much healthier. Factor is perfect for gamers, with highly nutritious meals that leave no mess to clean up. When you don't have time to think about dinner, Factor will save you loads of time with no meal prep. Factor fits to your diet with meal preference options like keto, vegan, veggie, and more. There's over 27 different meal options each week, so there's something for everyone. So try out Factor today, use my link in the description or go to go.factor75.com and use my code. With my code, you get 50% off your first box. Thanks to Factor for sponsoring this video. Slayer is the next most AFK 99, and on some Slayer tasks, the monsters can be aggressive for up to 10 minutes before you need to reset. Dark Beasts are special monsters in old school. They never stop being aggressive, meaning you could AFK these for 20 minutes. Slayer has become even more AFK recently with combat achievements. Medium through to Elite increases the capacity of your cannon, with the Elite combat achievements allowing for up to 60 cannonballs. On cannonable tasks, this means you could AFK for up to 10 minutes before needing to reload your cannon. Players can stand under their cannon for longer AFK times, so that the cannon only lures the monsters. Despite being a mostly AFK 99, there's the downside of Slayer where you're guaranteed to get some tasks that aren't AFK. Next is mining, and mining now has one of the longest AFK times out of any skill. If there's very few people, or if you're alone mining a shooting star, you're able to AFK for up to 25 minutes at a time. If mined alone, a star of tier 5 or above provides at least 2 hours of AFK time, with XP rates of up to 25k XP per hour. Previously, you could only mine for 5 minutes before you were logged out, but now you can set it to 25 minutes with the logout timer Runelight plugin. The main downside of shooting stars is that it takes time and focus to find a star, although there are Runelight plugins and spreadsheets that make this easier. Shooting stars are unlocked at 10 mining, so from level 1, Rune Essence is an AFK option, providing AFK intervals of up to 3 minutes at a time. While runecrafting on Zaya, you'll earn 1.3 million mining XP going from 77 to 99 runecrafting, and the method there is very AFK, with AFK intervals lasting up to 3 minutes. Another very AFK mining method is mining amethyst with the expert mining gloves. These gloves give the rocks a chance to not deplete, allowing you to AFK for up to 3 minutes at a time. Next is woodcutting, which has been changed recently with the forestry update. Now each tree has its own despawn timer from when you receive your first log. Oak trees last 27 seconds, and it scales up to redwoods, which last 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Somerset mushrooms are still a semi-AFK training method, where they have a 1 in 16 chance of being cut down, although moving to the next tree takes a fair bit of clicking. Another AFK woodcutting method is the blisterwood tree, and this tree never despawns. Instead, there's a 1 in 10 chance of a spider stopping you from cutting. Redwoods are easily the best for AFK. Their despawn timer gives you 4 minutes of guaranteed woodcutting. Next is fishing, and fishing can be AFK'd from level 1 through to 99 at fairly efficient XP rates, and most methods provide high AFK times. Most fishing spots around Runescape move every 3 to 5 minutes, which is a fairly long AFK interval. Barbarian fishing can be AFK'd all the way to 99 for decent XP rates. Although the most AFK fishing method out there is fishing Karambwans. Karambwan fishing spots never move, and if you use a fish barrel, you can AFK for over 5 minutes at a time before needing to bank. Another AFK fishing method is infernal eels. With a hammer, you can crack the eels open to receive some tokal, onyx bolt tips, or lava scale shards, which are all stackable. You can AFK infernal eels for up to 5 minutes at a time. You can also fish sacred eels near Zora for slightly lower AFK times and slower XP rates too. Smithing is a skill that can be trained AFK, although at slower XP rates. Players can smelt inventories of iron or gold at a furnace for an AFK interval of 1 minute and 25 seconds. You can smith darts or knives for 1 minute and 25 seconds of AFK time as well, and these are mostly profitable. Cannonballs are another AFK smithing method, providing 2.5 minutes of AFK time, although the XP rates are far too slow to be a viable training method. Cooking is another highly AFK 99, where you can AFK at a fire or a range from a low level. Cooking a full inventory of food has an AFK time of 1 minute, with only a few clicks in between each AFK. Prayer is another skill that can be trained AFK, and you can train AFK at all levels. A full inventory of bones at a gilded altar lets you AFK for 1 minute at a time. Also, prayer is the fastest AFK 99. Fletching is another AFKable 99, where cutting a full inventory of logs into bows gives 50 seconds of AFK time. You can start AFKing from level 1, although you are better off fletching darts or bolts if you have the money. You can get 99 crafting AFK, although at a far slower XP rate. Glassblowing is the most AFK crafting method and can be done from level 1, and each inventory lets you AFK for 50 seconds. Cutting an inventory of gemstones lets you AFK for 30 seconds at a time, and the same goes with cutting amethyst into fletching tips. Next is Hunter, and at low levels, Hunter is not an AFK skill, but once you unlock Maniacal Monkeys at level 60, it can be trained AFK all the way to 99. On average, you can AFK for 40 seconds, and there's only a few clicks between each AFK interval. Runecrafting has some AFK aspects to it. The main AFK aspect of runecrafting comes at level 77, where you can craft blood runes on Zaya. During the mining process, you can AFK for up to 3 minutes, as mentioned earlier. The Urania altar is another fairly AFK method from any runecrafting level. By using an item on a player ahead of you, you can travel all the way to the altar for an AFK interval of 25 seconds. Astral runecrafting can also be AFK with a long render distance. You can AFK for 30 seconds running to the altar. And Herblore just scrapes it into this video with some fairly short AFK times. A normal inventory of 14 potions lets you AFK for 16 seconds, but if you're making potions with stackable ingredients, you can AFK for 30 seconds per inventory. Making herbal tars is the most AFK Herblore method, with 45-second AFK intervals. Anyways, those are the most AFKable 99s in OSRS. Are there any methods that I didn't show? Leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more old school content. Be sure to check out Factor and use my coupon code for 50% off your first box. Thanks for watching.